Britain woke this morning to the news that David Bowie, well, he hasn't simply announced a new record, but he's released a new record. He put a new single up on iTunes at 5 AM this morning called Where Are We Now? It's his first record for 10 years, and it comes after a period of time in which people thought he'd retired. So for pop fans in general, it's a hugely exciting moment, particularly for fans of a certain age who thought that we'd seen the end of him. It's quite a sombre sounding record. It sees Bowie with a kind of quite odd and quite strange, very Bowie-like video, reciting a litany of streets in Berlin and talking in abstract terms about Berlin, but also where we are now. He's asking that question, and it feels, to me at least, very much part of the Bowie canon. I mean, it obviously harks back to the records he made in Berlin in the 70s, classic records like Low and Heroes. But it also does that thing of talking about a world that isn't quite at ease with itself, but he's the comforting figure who you feel like is going to put an arm around you and say everything's going to be all right. One of the most remarkable things about this is that no one had a clue that this was coming. No one in the music industry was talking about it. The consensus seemed to be that either because of ill health or simply because he'd had enough of the music business game, Bowie wasn't ever going to make another record again. So for him to have recorded this album with his old producer Tony Visconti and to have kept it completely under wraps until this point of actually putting a record out is remarkable. I mean, we first got an inkling of it here very late last night, at about 11 o'clock last night, and were able to give people a heads up that it might be coming, so we were able to report it as soon as the news broke at 5 AM UK time, midnight in the States. We've been in touch since with his publicist here, who says that Bowie's he's not going to give any interviews, he's not going to tour, and really that seems probably quite a sensible thing because it'll help preserve that sense of mystique.